So, so thank you very much for reciting the Bodhisattvas, Siddhikavas, the mantra, and the refuge practice to particularly the hurricane that has been happening to stop and to disappear in the space, and or at least to be lighter, so it doesn't damage, at least. So as we have responsibility in our souls, don't experience hurricane, but yeah, maybe some from there. However, we're responsible to help. We have a responsibility of other sentient beings' happiness, to free them from suffering, and to cause, to have happiness. So, of course, it's up to enlightenment, as I keep on saying. As I kept on saying, because numberless times, every day, numberless times. So, like that, as we have responsibility, not just temporary happiness, but happiness up to enlightenment, liberation, or the happiness, future lives, and then ultimate happiness, liberation, or something. Then, of course, then peerless happiness, the cessation of the defilements and obscurations, and the completion of all the realizations. So we have a complete, total responsibility. If you have well, if you have a realization bodhicitta, then I think my guess is that you see, like the mother who has one child, and that she loves most in her life, they try so they choose. So it's like that. So we see hold or recognize most precious every sentient being. Every sentient being. every sentient being, the most precious in your life. You want realization Buddhista, this is what you see or you recognize. Every sentient being, like a mother who has one child, that she gets most, and like that to everyone. As we don't have, like myself, don't have, so then you see what happens is, you know, this life, only this life, blood connection, generation. I mean, this life mother, this life father, this life brother, sister, your children, so all this is mine, my, my brother, my sister, mine. So that's just for this life. Just this life, which certain number of years, months, weeks, and days, hours. So they were so like this. Oh, this is my brother, my brother. Others nothing. The rest numberless, nothing. But it's only a question of few years, few months, few weeks. It's a blood generation. Like you create this mother's womb, you don't remember. So you can maybe remember mother, take care. Also sort of other things. Somebody tell you this is your mother, kind of that. And even that you remember, coming from mother. 9 months of mother, you don't remember. Because you have to believe that. Even you don't remember, you have to believe. Because, you see, that's the way. So that's known in the world. So that's why. Even you don't remember, you believe. So then, conception before birth, or that one, then kind of not most don't understand, don't understand, don't believe, and some have doubt. There's continuation of conception before taking birth. So that's so kind of I don't know. Many people believe maybe the mind conception, the mind is a brain, or is a part of brain. Well, I'm not sure. Some subtle part of brain, or some I don't know, something physical. Something like electricity or some sort of waves or some. Anyway, so you don't remember. You don't the mind is so obscure, so ignorant, so ignorant. But if you can remember, wow, every sentence being your mother numberless times, and being kind numberless times. Everyone, have a mother in different body. It's amazing. Lama. So, as I mentioned that, every single action Buddhist remind they take you, then they begin to get karma. So introducing, begin to negative karma. So most of them, don't have Dharma, so motivation, ignorance, anger, attachment, generally speaking. So creates so much negative karma. Then they suffered from beginning to if you can remember, so if you can remember past, future, past, if you can remember all the past, then I think a way of living the life, way of thinking, way of living the life wouldn't be this, change from this. Will be, that will be more meaningful on something, not completely negative, more beneficial, more meaningful. Have had to be, no question. Then on top of that, it is a future life. You can see that then definitely have to change the way of living the life. Definitely from animal. Way of thinking life, same as animals, some tiger, some as a mosquito, some as worms, insects. Yeah. So definitely have to change from that way of life. There's a quotation from Seventh Dalai Lama, but I don't know by heart. Asking to bless to save the life, to guide from the life which has been similar to the animals, life. I don't remember what word, but there's a request. Also like that. So you can see the future life. After the past life, no way to live the life like animal. Way of thinking, with the body, speech, way of living life. No way. Because that's the cause of how the future life is going to be turned out. The 6 realms, lower realms and 6 realms, and one of the realms also, without end. It has been suffered from beginningless rebirth. Beginningless rebirth. It has been like that. Suffering, reborn suffering is one of the 6 realms, one of them was. So that. So the kasa, of course, that would help so much. You can remember, would help so much to see your own suffering sometimes. Then, because you see so deep, beginningless, and also you see endless. So samsara. So so easy to feel the great, unbelievable, great compassion to others suffering and samsara. Great compassion. And then there were then very strong bodhicitta. And the need to achieve enlightenment every second, every day, every hour, every minute, second, the need to achieve enlightenment for others. So that's great need. So many years ago, so many years ago, I was at J Park taking course from Geshe-la, and I think about the first or second course, I'm not sure. So first one, Tangale Shinimbo, the Lama one very important text, interpretative in the meaning, how to do good expression. So, so that after Geshe-la retired, then from the medicine university, I think I've been teaching 20 years or maybe more, I'm not sure, something like that. Then those who started from Geshe-la, yeah, I think who became professor or something. Yeah, so they gathered and Geshe-la, they requested or Geshe-la going to give explanation on that. So I think maybe given divided 2 years. I think maybe. So after that, Madhyamika, then commentary of the root of wisdom, Zawashir, they was taught by Nagarjuna. So commentary of that, Ascetic, that's the last one. Last one, I didn't get to go all the course. Maybe one or two or something like that. Anyway, so there was maybe it was a hurricane coming towards the Florida. It was coming to Florida, and George, what's his name? I don't remember his last name. George Fox, yeah, George Fox. When the young Rinpoche was very small. That time we asked him to sponsor, so he was our first benefactor to young Rinpoche. So I remember he sent a small airplane. So I'm not sure the young Rinpoche they were there or not. On the hill, in the hill was done, and it flew some jets and dropped. That I'm not sure the answer was there or not. So anyway, he said hello to Geshe-la, but didn't explain Geshe-la. So he explained to me the problems, and the hurricane was going to come full of. So I suggested that recited with the Savasitaka mantra, and I did some tea offerings to the protectors, or did some prayers. And then I asked him to do something. It might contain that, but it was some of the prayers as well. I don't remember what. But what happened was the hurricane that time, so later he explained, the hurricane didn't come on the flood, but it went round. It went round. That's what happened many years ago. So, Kasare. But you see, American government is, of course, not Buddhist. The exiled Tibetan government, even in Tibet, I think government do a lot of pujas. The second Dojang, the Swaminath, the past life, second Dojang, every year have to do puja for the Tibetan, exiled Tibetan government, so for the Tibetans, so wrathful, watch umbrella deity, or line face technique. They have to do sessions for 1 week or few days, and then the day they have to request Rinpoche. Sometimes Rinpoche the enlightened being great yogi. So just second century Rinpoche used to say, oh, he thinks no difference from the previous, from the past. You see, there's no differences. There's no differences between them and second Dojang. Second session, thinks there's no difference. I think no difference between them and him. That's what you say. To Rinpoche, you see, sometimes she takes this, what do you call, paralysis, you know, the bubbles coming from the mouth. What do you call? Epilepsy. Epilepsy. So Rinpoche suddenly kind of show aspect fell down, bubbles coming. Rinpoche did that. Not the whole life, just in Nepal. So certain times Rinpoche does that. So the monk have to request, please don't take that aspect. Have to request. During the puja, this is rastral puja. So dharma is very big. In the rastral dharma, flames and and then they had to burn fire and all the pujas, prayers. And Rinpoche was a leader. So then they have to request. Rinpoche says yes, he accepts. Because this just his in his hand is not last, was no choice. That Rinpoche has a prayer. Rinpoche is up to Rinpoche. So Rinpoche's hand, you know, it hasn't been really good. So Rinpoche says yes, and then that doesn't happen during that time. So every year, similar, there's in the Kaju monastery, I think from Tibet. And, so that, anyway. Every year. Then also Buddha Saraka, the minimum 1,000 monks. So they, Buddha, they do. So that if there's normally same puja every year, but there also sometimes there's pujas that is on said, or the protectors Nejung said or something. You see, the Tibetan government protector is on the protector. So that, for example, then Haiga, most Haiga pujas were common for the Tibetan, because also Tibetan. So anyway, just one time, there was some disease happening, spreading from Japan. So came in Dharamsala. So what happened was, during those months, the Tibetan people who are working in the carpet factory, you know, where they're making the carpets, at 4 o'clock stop, everyone stop, come to Melganj, where there's stupa, where there's bus station, they all sit there and do Lochema, the healing, is female deity, Lochema. Wearing leaves. That's Loa Tang, they call it max pill, in Tibet, Lochema pill. We met one, first we met one at Dharamsala, met by the Loa Tang, they call it monks. That time that a lot of calls and so the pill is quite effective. That means the pill is going to be quite effective. To the sentence makes sense. We met only one. So anyway, this is what usually they make in Tibet. And so I think they started in India. So anyway, very good. So they Lochema, his own said to recite this mantra. So they were gathered there and recite the mantra. I don't know how many, 2 hours or something. So the disease spread from Japan, that didn't come down south. So like that, example like that. Example like that. So didn't come. So that. this, I'm just giving an example. See, and then Kasuri. Now many years ago, well, I think I told in the teachings, but in the past. But anyway, just, yeah. So because Kandala was predicted. She could see there will be millions of people dead, killed. Eruption, the Himalaya mountains, eruption, and then earthquakes, and then eruption. So when the people killed that, she was predicted. So so explained to His Holiness, and His Holiness gave responsibility to her that she had stopped that danger. So then she built a stupa around the palace where His Holiness lived. No, not the first one, Zambuddha, not the old palace, but the one His Holiness living now. So there's one stupa, Kalachara stupa, and the stupa, different color stupa, round, and basically the same, this normal stupa, but there's something different inside. In the top, rather not right at the top, the inside. Top, I don't know which part, banner or so the umbrella or somewhere there. There's something different. Yeah. So then wants to build a nursing school. Wants to down below in Novalinga, where the Tibetans came from Tibet. They are taught handicrafts there to make statue, paintings, and so forth. Yeah, that's. So what happened was she never read the scripture, by opening text, never read. They said Tugan must teach collections of teaching. There's one great Lama in Tibet, Tugan Nima. So, but the private office, the people didn't believe there was something new thing what she said, and at the beginning she had a hard time. They were not listening to her because that's not what usually you do with the stupa. So then she pointed out, true, quite some time, and they didn't follow. So I think. Anyway, so she pointed the number of page and text, which Lama, number of the page, read that line. She mentioned she never saw the text. She mentioned that, and then they checked. Then they checked the text, and they saw exactly what she mentioned there. So then they agreed, then finished, then complete the stupa. So this happened. Then Then there are rare initiations to fulfill his holy wishes. So then in a lot of cards, a lot of substances, a lot of card mantras I have to write, but I could not find. Went in Bhutan, because the Rinpoche, the huge holy body, the Lama, who normally negate the upper part and would give blessing. So he was a Buddhist king's guru. So gave this initiation to Buddhist king. So might have, but didn't find, went religious, the ritual attendant went to Bhutan to look for and find all the cards, mantras. Went to Nepal to get the teaching, but didn't get. So after 2-3 months, then his son said, ask Allah. So then everything come out from everything come out from our mind. Everything come out, mantras, all the cards, not the card paper, but I mean mantras. All the mantras come out. Everything come out from the holy mind. So she made everything. Then the initiation happened. To fulfill his own wishes. And it was amazing. So this many millions of people, millions of people going to die, going to be killed. Eruptions and this. So it stopped. She was able to stop after building the stairwell, so that. And then Kasuri, she explained that time, not so long ago, I met her. She has prepared a present to give to me. She already sent a present, did this card, to me to keep before I met her. We talk before that. Quite long before, yeah. That and anyway, so not so long ago, so there she explained everything, maybe 2 times or something, all the dangers, what's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. Then at the end she said, still there will be little earthquake, but that cannot be stopped. She said that cannot be stopped. So it happened. It happened, but nobody. I think I heard one cow, Lord Ramsala, died. One cow, Lord Ramsala died. That's what I heard. So anyway, she said the small one can't be stopped. So everything happens. Many years ago, all like that. So you see, and then she was in Taiwan. I think maybe at the beach. There was a hurricane or typhoon or something coming from over the oceans and something like that. And then she was able to, at the beach, she was able to stop with that. So truth, she's it's totally in her hand. I mean, she's total control over the elements. So like that. So you see, America, some of the dangers while you're fighting outside. Within the country, so much danger of fire, water, earthquakes, and so many things on. Sometimes truthful fires happening. So much. So you see that. So the people believe it's natural. So natural means not depend on karma, not depend on karma created by the mind. The people who experience problem created by their mind. So now that you see, it just happened by itself. Natural means. Some is kind of without depending on cause condition, without depending on karma, without depending on cause conditions, without depending on karma. So the karma is mind, body and mind. So that you see, and so far scientists haven't discovered anything how to stop all these things. So that's so the government and the population, they can't do anything. So then it goes like that. Then goes continues creating negative karma, cause of all those problems. Then the natural disaster. So like looks like that, nothing you can do. So that you see. So people suffer so much. So no question about animals. For example, the hurricane. People are one thing. People, we know how much difficulties, but we don't think the animals. We don't think the animals, they're suffering, we don't think. We never think. The numberless animals, birds and so forth, animals, small, big. The number of human beings is nothing compared to that. They're totally killed, destroyed. So, yes, so like I gave the example of that. There's always pujas, there's always meditation. Meditation can help. The pujas, there's always different deities, different mantras, different prayers. There's always that can help to whatever the danger there is. But just somebody who can respect and just just read the prayer is not enough. You need quality for the person who does. Just like tape recorder, blah 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 blah. Just like playing tape recorder. That's not enough. in Tibet. In Tibet, when the Tibet was losing, the war happened and with the mainland China. So the you see, before escaping, before the His Honours and the many people came to India. So just before they left India, they fled to India. So you see, the Tantra College, and they are the qualified in the doing puja, how to do the wrathful pujas, all these big pujas, exactly, traditional. So, but you see, but each time they do the wrathful pujas, they from come, the mainland China, the Tibet lose each time the puja, lose the land, and then come up more and more after Lhasa. Each time with the puja. So it happened in Tibet. So that was that. You see, due to karma, because karma, you see, the karma not to win, but karma to lose Tibet. So because of the karma's experience, so you see that, and you see, karma to lose, not karma not win, karma to lose is happening. So that's happened in Tibet. Also like that happened during that time. So of course, it depends on the quality. Who do puja, quality of the person. And Tantra realization, clear-light, illusory body. Of course, Buddha, of course, no question. Even the higher Bodhisattvas, great yogis, of realization, clear-light, illusory body, unified, no question. Even not enlightened being, but those very high Tantra realizations, of course. Unbelievable power, even one person doing puja. So that one person doing puja has so much more power than probably, 100 monk or 200 or 1,000 monk. That's ordinary, ordinary, don't have those realizations, and then doing puja. This is one person doing puja has more power than 100, 200,000 ordinary beings, and then doing puja, you see, monks, that many monks, so it's like that. So the then you see need even doesn't have Tantra realization, but you see there's no completion stage realization, but there's a generate stage realization. Generation stage realization. Or even not at least bodhicitta. Well, That's so powerful. Body, having body to the relax. So in Dharamsala, you see, I think some Indian family, called World Indian family, Lord Dharamsala, or somewhere down the Padang, I don't know, somewhere way down, you go lower than Dharamsala, Lord Dharamsala, much more down, I think, I don't remember, not Padang, but anyway, so many years has spirit problem, had so much disturbance from spirit, in the family. So somehow that coming, there is some karma. So I think that maybe the ask is honest. Something I'm not sure. I don't remember, but yeah, maybe it has to be like that, I think. So then Gen Chamba Ungdu is my teacher, the Gen Chamba Ungdu, who achieved the realization. Shine Dalhousie and come up. Then down below he's in Rinpoche, the past life. There's big rock. So through the earth out. Maybe helped the Geshe-la. The main teacher is Geshe-la then. So my teacher, my first teacher at Baksa. So I think there was a story that Geshe-la then through the digging this thing on his shoulder, and he went down here and he said, and I don't know whether the first time or there. So he lived there 7 years, and he realized the emptiness there. And then up on the hill, not on the top, but on the surface, where there are many mentors, there he lived 15 years in one church house, and there he realized the bodhicitta. That's what Geshe-la said. And he didn't say he realized bodhicitta. He didn't say. But the way he said it, 15 years ago, I think he said 15 or 13 years ago, I never went anybody's house for myself. That means he never went to the house. He went, but never, not at all for himself. 15 years ago, 15 or 13 years, something like that. So that means realized bodhicitta 15 years ago. That means it has that meaning. So it has the meaning. We meet sometimes, so that's that. That was before I took teachings from him. I took teaching from him only after Lama passed away. The Ascetic passed away in Los Angeles, the hospital. Many sanghas during the first Dhamma celebration. Many sanghas. Did the retreat and they're taking the essence of the pill. When you are solitary place, you don't need to make food because so much time goes. So much of your time goes collecting food and making food, and so they should not waste your life to don't have enough food, to just live in pills. And so that's you can do taking essence from rocks, taking essence from water, and taking essence from wind. I didn't see the taking essence from wind. The text I haven't seen yet. Seems Geshe-Lama did that in Zoom, very close to Tibet. So there's a military cave, where his sister offered woolen cloth, not cloth, but woolen they got a thing that rolled, not yet to make cloth. So offered to military naked sort of sun cover here, but it was so basically nothing. So sister offered to military to wear. So military cut pieces. Then he put it on the fingers and toes, fingers, and then maybe the cigarette organ and then all that. And so then sister got very upset. That cave, above that cave, then Kishinama Kunda's cave. We saw that after he died some time ago. So you see, above his military cave. So I had to walk like this, like animal, you see, like bear or like tiger, bear, like this. With this side, this side the precipice. I mean, this side is quite evil down there, but this side, but so you know like that. But those country people, who live there, those men just all like this. So anyway, the cave like this, there was nothing. There's a hole like this. There was nothing. So he was there after coming from Tibet. He was there for 60 years. Same as the Buddha did astral life and so on. This, so amazing. So he never met anybody. Never met anybody during that time. So of course you would have definitely you can achieve realization. Definitely achieve realization, no question. You see. So that to this Zopa, then the Zopa said, attendant said, Kisla through the Lung Julian, the wind, taking the essence of the wind, you see. So there's very different, So they advertise the text yet. So anyway, but you see, we lived so many years. Lama Lundu, we lived together. But he never said, he didn't say even one word that he did suicide retreat. Never mentioned. Sorry. So he was there during the retreat in the cave. So the hairs grew very long, very long. So they never saw like that before. So the people looking after animals, they saw. So it's the first time you see that they never saw before. So then next day, 9 people came, very strong 9 men. 9 men came to Geshe-Lama to take it out from the cave. So I think they threw a strong stream, and like that. Then Geshe-Lama going to come out and then went even higher, another cave. Then even that he didn't probably people came there. So he was into one tree for 2 years without a house. He went to 2 years into a tree. So then Zopa was pointing me, that is the tree, because he was shown by Geshe Lama Kunto. Geshe Lama Kunto was a Kapan in the west, and that was Singapore. I mean, before that, Australia, and anyway, Geshe Lama Kunto Kapan many years stayed. Then he went to pack up his things. When he came down, he didn't get packed up. I remember. Sorry. You see, we were practicing Toje in the past for a long time. So I'm reading pujas even from Tibet. Chomongeshe's monasteries, the Pakri in Chomon is a very famous. They do that. They do this puja besides the other pujas, other protector. But this is the kind of very important puja in the area there. So Chomon Geshe Rinpoche past life gradually could use to practice this today. And so that I think. Yeah. So the monastery practice was then not in Solakumpo are generally. So I did the short prayer, and was Abdul Lama passed away some time ago, so we need help, Kapan. So I thought Lama going to come down, so did some prayer. So what happened was he was also practicing Toje before Lama Kunto, and so anyway he came down from his hermitage to Zopa's family. With some kind of with some kind of hurry mind, come to Kapan, hurry mind. With nothing get to pack up, hurry mind. Come to Zopa's family, that sort of benefactor to Geshe Lama. So from that, then Geshe Lama left to Kapan. So then many years, started to help us. Then they want to then pack up things, and they showed in Zopa, this is a tree where I was 3 years. So he went to show the tree to him. So, but I was, my seat in the airplane was at the bottom, kind of. So then you can see, but I cannot say I can bend, cannot see. So anyway, the conclusion is that at Kapan in the room, I was alone, and then we were standing just casual, just. He said, "Oh, I have completed Lama Chapa and Bajragani." So my question is, what do you mean the words? You mean the completed words? So I didn't get to think very much of the, in Latin. I didn't get to think very strong. But what does it mean, words? Like finishing million number of mantra or something, you see. Lama Chavan Bhatrugan. So he mentioned that just very easily. I was standing. And so I was left in my mind the question, what do you mean, words or what? So actually that means he's expressing. So he said easily, he's telling me that he enlightened, he completed path, actualizing path. That's what it means. So you see, I didn't pick up. One was a kind of question. So later it means enlightenment. After coming to Zoom, was the old lady from Malaysia, Piping mother, mother. So she wants people helping the nuns there. She wants to see the nuns and where she get the money. So she hired a Russian flight, helicopter. So I went, certainly. I was supposed to go to afterwards when the temple, everything built to bless. But you see, so I went suddenly with her. There's some of us to, so that's how I saw the place. So I was very surprised. His Lama Kuntra never said 6-year retreat like Buddha, he never mentioned. It's amazing. That was completion. So anyway, sorry, it becomes side talk. So the Indian family, I think the quite wealthy family, so much spirit harm. So some of that karma to maybe discuss with this, I'm not sure. So sent Genchamong. So otherwise Genchamong wouldn't go, I think. So he went. He stayed a few days in the family house. Family house. Nothing was done, some big pujas or something. Just he was there. He did his own practice and just a few days. So stop the spirit harm. The family were free from spirit harms, which they suffered for years. Also, that happened not only one time. I think maybe happened a few times. I think I'm sure that was again someone to explain to us. So that's just being there. You just being there. You do your practice. Just being there. It helps. For those, the great difficulties the family had. The power of bodhicitta. Power of bodhicitta. Like that. That's the story. So the Kasure, so best who's doing puja bodhicitta, who is a realization bodhicitta. Then also realization emptiness. Then Kasure. Then was the last thing, the pure morality. Pure morality. So, then that gives power that gives power to your prayer. That gives power. If you have pure morality, then your prayer, whatever you're going to say, whatever you're going to say, either you're going to give order to the spirits, don't do this, don't do that. Or you're going to give order, or you're going to give, you're making prayer, whatever you say, your speech has a power. Much power. So pure morality. So it becomes a wish fulfilling for the benefactors. Somebody who lives in pure morality, then so powerful the prayers and pujas for the benefactors, then the wish get fulfilled. With the person's prayer, puja represents so much power. Like that. Otherwise, 100, 200,000 monks who are ordinary, just so many number like that, so if they don't have those qualities, then not much. Even there are many number, but doesn't mean it's successful. Doesn't mean much. So all of that. So there, yes, not ordinary samaya, not ordinary samaya, pure samaya, pure morality. There's much power. They talking to the spirit or whatever, or prayer, even during prayer or puja, much power, much success for other people. So therefore, your morality, you are living in the pure morality. It becomes a wish fulfilling for others, for other sentient beings. You have to realize, you got to realize, you are living in the pure morality. It's not only for your own success, but it's for other sentient beings. It's a wish fulfilling for all other sentient beings. You have to know that. So that is Zambala. You see, if you are living good, pure morality, samaya, all that, you are like Zambala, fulfilling others' wishes. Okay, bring wealth and so forth. So like that. Yes, so yes, so it's pujas, meditations, their prayers, or there are many things, to stop the problem. But very much it depends who does the puja. Very much it depends on that. Very much it depends on that. So, not necessarily number. Just somebody who is living pure morality, samaya, not traditional samaya, that much power. Number is not necessary. All that. Sometimes, as I mentioned, one person doing puja, prayer, who's living pure, not other relatives, but living pure morality, living in the good samaya. So then you see 1,000 monks or hundreds or 1,000 monks doing prayer. Sometimes when they ordinary, then sometimes you see like one person doing small power than 100,000 doing prayer. So sometimes they're like this. However, not everybody can recite or can read text or can be drum or things, and not everybody who can do externally, not necessarily can be successful. Not necessarily. So all of that. Okay, so it seems I don't know, my Mickey Mouse observation seems after you did Shidikava practice last night. Yeah, that's right, last night. So Hurricane seems slightly got better, more healthy. So anyway, slightly got better. This morning I checked. So not so dangerous not so dangerous as beginning. So the purpose of doing talk is also for that. So of course purification or negative karma, but the degenerate samaya, and then degenerate bhavas. So of course, yes, but to despair, to not harm anybody, human beings, animals, despair in the sky, or even become, at least become so much lighter and not doesn't harm to much harm, much harm. So at least that. Okay, so pray like that. Yeah, so so when we do talk, you see, so the particularly to the Kasuri hurricane, the nectar beams, we do the talk on their behalf, those who experience heavy suffering of the problem with the hurricane. So we do talk on their behalf, so by doing talk, purify the negative karma, the people, animals, the negative karma, the obscurations, the degenerated samayas, those happened in the past, whatever. So purify. So the nectar come from, as we talk, the nectar come from mirror field. As the essence of your guru is one, many into one, embodied into one embodied to many. So like that. So that's understanding is very important for the mirror field visualization. Understand what they are. So the negative beings emitted from them and purified the people. People who receive the hurricane is the problem. So they purify the negative karma, degenerate samaya. So morality, all that, purify. Collected from beginning to rebirth, purify. All the very important to do that meditation during the soul. Of course, you are subjected, and those who receive the great initiation, then the talk is a nectar, high tantra nectar. Skies of oceans of nectar, numberless. Even that numberless, of essence of your his own Lama, his own, so most receive teaching from his own. So the generated infinite plus in the holy mind, very field, there's there. Then and all the emptiness are there. That is that's the essence of the talk. Then all of that. Then also the Deje, eight orderly beings, Deje, there's outer inner Deje, eight outer, eight inner, eight secret Deje. So who has a lot of control, who does hailstorms and all this weather problems, and cause. So the Nagas and, all those beings who harm So also the soul purified, the negative karma, the negative mind, negative karma, different purified also. Purified. And so they received, people or not received all the realization of past enlightenment. Something that DJs, Nagas, all those who caused the hurricane, also received whole husband, especially Bodhicitta. So that, all that's the meditation. Okay? So then, of course, you have some all sentiment, so that, of course, that happens. So that. Yeah, okay, sorry, I talked a long time. So sorry. Okay. Yeah. For the reason? Huh?
We have 1 hour.
Okay, go on.
Should we just do
Read.
fast?
Huh?
We just do fast from the beginning. We just do fast.
Do what?
So we just do the puja fast, and then the soak. We have 1 hour. Okay, page 83, beginning with the short motivation, verse 2. And so we're just going to do this fast. We're not going to use the usual chanting. Page 83. Warangange sanchamanyanine donanganyomagan sanchanam dene jisi chanchanyambamba Lama ganjo somlangyam sunro Namo Gurubhya Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Gurubhya Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya Namo Gurubhya Namo Buddhaya Namo Dhammaya Namo Sanghaya. Page 87. Page 87, verse 4. Wama sanjang dangi chia danya lama laing yune sanjan nanja lama laing omanja langumbaja ma sanjang dangi chia danya lama laing yune sanjan nanja lama laing omanja langumbaja ma sanjang dangi chia danya lama laing yune sanjan nanja lama laing omanja langumbaja ma sanjan dan chengi dan dan